Hi there, folks, and welcome to Protect Ed, the open world survival game. This is the current dev menu. You can mess around on the menu. It's going to be set up so for new players, they'll get a little heads up about how to do certain things, like how to build, how to open doors before they go into the game for the first time. So you have a bit of you can have a bit of fun on the main menu map. But there we go. So let's just quickly change some settings here. Let's get it a bit more for me than you, bit higher res, and let's load the first map. And there we go. So we're in, and first things first, we need a drink, or Ed needs a drink. So head to a water bucket. Taps and things will be added inside buildings, but as I mentioned in a previous video, all the power will be going off at some points in time due to the power station going off. The power station will be a explorable building that you'll be able to find, and you might even be able to cause a nuclear explosion if you press the wrong buttons in the power station, but that's a bit away yet. So we're just collecting some firewood. You might have thought I'd put in an axe to collect firewood, but there's no need for an axe when you have a machine gun. You can collect wood if you don't have a machine gun, but the quickest way to get it if you've got lots of ammo and a machine gun is just to mow them down. So let's go get some rocks. As you can see on the HUD, I've added in a few. Let's just make sure that one goes away. That's gone away. Let's. Where was I? What was I saying? Oh yeah, the HUD. So I'll have to change the game mode. There seems to be a fair few, but Ed can collect rocks now. So he can collect wood, he can collect rocks, and he can now get scrap metal from exploded cars. He won't have to collect rocks from the wilderness. If a wall's been blown up, he'll be able to gather rocks and debris from that exploded wall, which he can then use in construction projects. There's not too much in here, but it's ideal. I'll just spawn in some of Ed's team and get a bite to eat. Need a bit of food and a bit of liquid. The health, if you have food and water, if Ed has food and water, then his health will start to recover. So as you can see on the HUD, I've added in wood, rocks and metal, because it's quite an important part of the game, what you can build and what you can craft. So I've just put that on the main HUD so it's there for you all the time, so you know. And don't forget, a little bit's been done with the weapons and ammo. I've penciled in what weapons are going to feature for the first round, for the first update, if you like. There's 50 plus different weapons there and things. That'll take a little bit of time to get going. There's also the game modes. Easy is very easy. You can expect a very easy time of it on easy. It's more for it's going to be more for friendly gameplay rather than fighting off the fugitives and the escaped convicts and things like that. But I'll just call in a few team members. So I've just brought in James, Felix, Jane and Pete, and this should be fine. It's a very easy game mode I've got it on, so we don't need all 16. Some of the harder game modes, even with 16, you're going to seriously struggle to survive, but that's the way it should be. it's not called hard or expert or pro for no reason. So we're on easy at the moment, and we're just heading out. Pete's having a conversation there, don't know what about. So we're just heading out. Some parts of the map haven't really been much done to them yet, but I'll just wait for these guys to catch up. Come on, and we'll see what's down here. As you can see, the night's very dark now. A lot of changes will be made to the day-night cycle as development continues, but there's plenty of food in here. Let's go and check out what's in here. I'll just guide the team in. They're all in. Shut the door. And what we got? We've got a few items kicking about here. I'll switch the lights on, make it a bit easier to see. Some buildings will have no power, but you'll be able to find candles and different light sources to be able to light up buildings. So that's an apple. Got an apple. That's ideal. You get a bit of water from an apple, but as I say, taps and things will be fitted inside the buildings. So let's check out what food I've got here. Cereal's very filling. Lots of food boost for that. We need something with some water in it. We might be able to find water outside, so let's just check outside before we start eating valuable items. So he's now, come on Jane, in you get. Come on. Let's shut the door. There we go. So what we're going to do here is fortify this little area, make this a stronghold, so that we've got a building, we have a water supply. The water supply is not ideal. It will start to pollute Ed's blood because it's simply off the roof. We're going to start here and just build across. It seems the quickest and easiest way to close off access, and we need to do the same this side. Just make sure that nothing can get in. The enemy will get in eventually. I mean, they're going to break through even stone walls. They'll even break through steel. It'll just take them a lot longer to do so. If you're building with wood, then I wouldn't go to sleep, because they're going to come through that quite quickly. So that's just got access to 2 buildings pretty securely, and what I'll be adding in probably this week is a few floodlights, a generator. Because nights are so dark, a few more lights, something Ed can put up to get a kind of searchlight system going. But let's get a bit more wood. See what I mean about the night? It's very dark, very dark. So we got somebody out there. That's the team. That was not Ed. That was the team who took care of that little problem there. So that's great news. If you open the windows, it does help them. They can take up points by windows and shoot out of them. Bit more development to be done with that though. So I've just gone back in here to get more food, and I'll just double up these walls. Oh, I've run out of steel. Now you'll be able to find steel in other places rather than just burnt out cars. It'll be in workshop areas, it'll be industrial areas. That's where you'll find a lot of scrap metal. Wood, as you can see, you can pretty much chop down the trees and get wood from there, but what you need to remember is once the trees have been chopped, you can't chop them down again. What you'll need to do is plant more if you want to build a totally huge base, and wait for the trees to grow and then chop them down. Planting crops and planting trees and securing your survival future is all part of the game, and it's slowly getting added, and it's going to be fun once it is. hopefully have something to show you on that in the next couple of weeks. Now this is a bit of a lab. What type of lab it is, you can decide, but as you can see it's all quite high tech. There's a civilian in here, a protester, another protester, so they're not saying much at the moment, the civilians, but they will be. So I've just explored a little bit further. There's nothing in this kind of garden shed, this kind of garage lockup. The interiors will probably start being done up a little bit more next month, which will be March 2017. So, but generally it's all running very well, and I hope you enjoy. More information's out there if you need it.